Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be going over how to use Jupyter Notebooks. If you're learning data science for the first time, then this video is for you. So be sure to give this video a like. And with that said, let's get straight into the video. So this webpage is called a Jupyter Notebook. A notebook is a place to write programs and view the results. In a notebook, each rectangle containing text or code is called a cell. Text cells, like this one, can be edited by double-clicking on them, as we can see here. They're written in a simple format called Markdown to add formatting and section headings. You don't need to learn everything about Markdown. For now, just know that it helps with formatting. After you edit a text cell, click the Run Cell button at the top that looks like this to confirm any changes, or press the Shift key and return or enter. So this paragraph is in its own text cell. Let's try editing it so that this sentence is the last sentence in the paragraph, and then run the cell. Now we can just double-click the cell and remove the last sentence. And we'll run the cell by clicking Shift and Enter. Oh, great. So other cells contain code in the Python 3 language. Running a code cell will execute all of the code it contains. To run the code in a code cell, first click on that cell to activate it. It'll be highlighted with a little green or blue rectangle as seen here. Then run the cell. So here we are calling the print function to print the string hello world. And we'll run this cell too. So here we're printing hello world, but in emojis. So the fundamental building block of a Python code is an expression. Cells can contain multiple lines with multiple expressions, as seen here. When you run a cell, the lines of code are executed in the order in which they appear. Every print expression prints a line. Let's run the next cell and notice the order of the output. So, as we can see, the print statements didn't print in the correct order. Let's try changing the code cell to get the print statements in the correct order. So to do this, we can simply cut and paste the first and last print statements to basically swap their positions. And when we run the cell, we see here that the output is now in the correct order, which can be verified by looking at this. Okay, great. So you can use Jupyter Notebooks for your own projects or documents. When you make your own notebook, you'll need to create your own cells for text and code. To add a cell, click the plus button in the menu bar shown here. You can change the type of cell by clicking inside it so it's highlighted, clicking the drop-down box next to the restart button in the menu bar shown here. So let's add a new code cell below this one so that it prints out this message, a whole new cell with musical notes and the world emoji. So to do this, we click the plus button to insert a new cell and verify that it's a code cell via the drop-down menu. And because we want to write this as a print statement, we'll need to call the print function, which is a built-in function in Python. And to create a string, we can either use single or double quotes. For this demo, we can use double quotes. So I'll write a whole new cell. And we see here that to get the musical note symbol printed, we use this notation, which this /n is a new line character, and this 8th note provides that symbol output. So I'm just going to copy and paste those emojis here, and we can run the cell by using Shift Enter. And we see here, the output here matches what we wanted. Okay, so Python is a language, and like natural human languages, it has rules. It differs from natural languages in two important ways. The first way is that the rules are simple. You can learn most of them in a few weeks and gain reasonable proficiency with the language in a relatively short period of time. And the rules are rigid. If you're proficient in a natural language, you can understand a non-proficient speaker glossing over small mistakes. A computer running Python code is not smart enough to do that. Whenever you write code, you'll experience some mistakes. When you run a code cell that has errors, Python will sometimes produce error messages that tell you what you did wrong. Errors are okay. Even experienced programmers make many errors. When you make an error, you just have to find the source of the problem, fix it, and move on. So I have made an error in this next cell here. Let's run it and see what happens. So as expected, we get a syntax error. To break this down into an easier to digest form, I've included the error with some annotations here. And essentially, we can see in this red box that the actual error is that we're missing a right parenthesis at the end to say that we're done using the print function. So that last line of error output attempts to tell us what went wrong. So the syntax of a language is its structure. And in this case, the syntax error tells you that you have created an illegal structure. If you notice up here, it says unexpected EOF while parsing. So this EOF means end of file. So the message is saying Python expected you to write something more, in this case, a right parenthesis, before finishing the cell. There's a lot of terminology in programming languages, but you don't need to know it all in order to program effectively. If you see a cryptic message like this, you can often get by without deciphering it. Let's try to fix the code above so that we can run the cell and see the intended message instead of an error. So if we go back up here and add in that right parenthesis and run the cell, we see here that we get the print statement running properly with no errors. Awesome. So I hope you learned the basics of using Jupyter Notebooks. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified when my videos get uploaded. Also, comment down below what you learned from this video and what other topics you want to see. And share this video with anyone interested in learning about data science. With that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.